There's sale.
Make sure everything's up. Just give me 1 second. How can I share this?
All right. So guys, for those of you that are in, let me know how my quality or the sound quality is.
What's up, Tyler? Are we on the group though?
We are.
I guess I can't see it. Okay.
So
I don't
let
see us on
me.
there, but all right. Well, besides the Q&A, I guess the main topic for today is going to be what do you need to start an online store and what costs are related to it? Like, what's the initial costs? If anybody has any specific questions related to that topic or anything else, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I guess the main.
All right, and yeah, before we really get started though, so we are doing things a little different right this week. I am actually, you can probably see my breath. It's 50 degrees outside right now. But so I am up in Virginia, taking a little vacation. So that's why we are on separate cameras right now. So just up here living it up, enjoying myself. I've got a marathon that I'm running next March, and I'm up here. One of these days, I'm gonna actually put a video up of me running on the actual path that I'll be doing the marathon on, with my new YouTube and podcast channels called Trying on Life. If y'all want to check that out. Also, I've got a. It's kind of hard to see it in this light. I've got a little beard growing for No Shave November. If you guys don't know what No Shave November is, or if you don't know what it's for, it's to raise awareness for prostate cancer. So the month of November, you don't shave your beard, and anybody asks you, you know, why you're doing it, you bring up prostate awareness or prostate cancer awareness, and you can actually donate to many places that fund research for it. So
Yeah, I'm not looking so good as far as that though.
Mo has a hard time growing facial hair.
Yeah.
And for those that are not watching live, you can still drop questions in the comment section, and we will reach out to those that do put comments throughout the week. Or you can just put it in the discussion feed on the group, and we can reach out there as well. And if you go to the link, I believe it should be in the About Us section of the group. Go to the link. If not, it's ecomsmartgrowth.com. You can go there, and if you guys are ready to take the next step and starting your online business, or you have questions, feel free to schedule a free 30-minute consultation on the website. Again, ecomsmartgrowth.com, so that we can answer those questions for you and see what programs we have that could really help you out in starting or scaling your business.
Let me just share this real quick. Since it's not letting me. So is it not possible to share the live video?
So I just shared it on the page. I just went to the page and just shared it that way. Just click the share button.
Yeah, I don't see that. I cannot see it. But...
So I went for a run this morning up here in Virginia. It was 48 degrees.
Good luck with that, buddy. All right, well, I guess I'm not able to share it from my side because you created it. But regardless, I guess we can go ahead and get started with the main topic for today while everyone's dropping questions. So what do you need to start an online business, guys? What do you think? The main thing what you need is a laptop or a computer.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, I mean, everything else comes along.
And it doesn't have to be the biggest, baddest, most expensive computer you can find. Just to start out, you can have just, whatever computer you already have, or don't go for the cheapest, but just a computer that you can use. And of course, you can always upgrade later.
So Tyler, you said money. Well, yeah, you might need some money, but I mean, honestly, you could do it without.
So we'd actually have a YouTube video that's out about
specifically on no money.
That. Yeah, starting an ecom business with no money. It is possible.
But yeah, if you want to do it properly, of course, and not so that it doesn't take that long. Yeah, money does help, definitely. But regardless, basically what you need is to actually put things into action. So let's say you have a specific topic that you want to start an online business on, regardless what the niche is. It could be in the dog niche, could be in the kids niche, jewelry. If you have somebody that actually makes jewelry or something, or does any arts and crafts, that might be, something to look into. But an online business nowadays, all you got to do is log into like a Shopify store and just start advertising directly. It's nothing really hard. You're good, Tyler.
So we've got our computer. What do we need next?
Internet connection.
Yep.
Shopify charges $29 a month, Tyler. And you only need the basic plan. You don't need any of the pro plans or anything.
And when you get started, if you find your product and everything first, and do all the back work before you start the store, before you start website design, you still have that 2-week free trial, which is if you're working consistently and persistently, more than enough time to start bringing in revenue before you make your first Shopify store payment.
So, Tyler, the reason why we use Shopify instead of like BigCommerce or Wix or any of the other ones is for the integration systems, the apps that are available, and pretty much the payment gateway. And like, for example, one of our favorite apps is like Pagefly, which is basically a page builder. You can't do that on Wix. They don't have the app integration for that. And so it's very limited to what you can do on these other platforms. So that's why we go with Shopify. So besides Shopify and having a computer and internet connection, the next thing you want is to find out what exactly you want to start selling. It could be a product or it could be a service, whatever it may be. You need to figure that out.
Yep.
And then do your full market research on, the target audience that you want to target. Once
right.
you find
and you kind of want to pinpoint on something that you just said there. So product or service. So we have actually got a client that we're working with. He is a photographer. He's always been interested in photography. He's been doing it a little bit on the side, but he wants to expand it into an online business where he can reach out to more people and hopefully actually use it to travel as well. So he's got a service that he has taking pictures, for events or like family portraits and whatnot. So that's a service, not necessarily a product. So it's something that he's passionate about. He wants to sell. You can get into e-commerce, online businesses with some like a talent that you have or some skill set that you have. You can actually use that. It doesn't have to be drop shipping or branded drop shipping or whatever. You can sell services. We've got a client that is doing it.
Definitely. But yeah, what you really need to do is do your full market research and figure out who exactly you're going to be targeting. So let's just take an example of, let's say you want to sell toys products for kids, toys. So what you need to figure out is, number one, what age groups are you targeting? For kids from babies to toddlers, from 3 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, whatever it may be. You need to figure that out. And then you need to figure out, when you do your targeting, as far as the markets and such, what countries are you going to target or what states you're going to target. And based on that, it really depends on your supplier and where they can ship to. Now, if you're making the product yourself and you can ship it anywhere around the United States using USPS, go right ahead, But if you want to go into like international shipping and such, make sure you contact your supplier or agent or whoever you're using to be able to. Tyler, what is the best method for doing market research in your experience? Honestly, Google is going to be your best friend, but also at the same time, so every product is different, right? Every product has a different age group. Every product, it may be meant for male or females. You just got to understand and do research on that product. Like, for example, one of my clients is doing toys and stuff like Montessori toys. So how we did our research was basically we figured out what is the need for Montessori toys, right? We literally did full research, whether that be using Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, finding out how many people like these kind of, posts or products and such like that. So we can figure out, is that product or toy in need, right? In demand. Another app you can actually use for Google Chrome is called Keywords Everywhere. If you install that, I believe you do got to pay for it, but it'll actually show you in Google. Hey, Zach, am I able to share on here? Share screen? Yeah, I am.
You should be able to. Yep.
1 second then. Am I sharing? All right. So basically, this is the keywords everywhere tool right here. If I activate it and I turn it on, and let's say I want to search maybe Montessori toys, right? Just that keyword right there. I can see right here, this is the app right here. It says there is 60,000 basically searches a month just on Montessori. And then if you look at the graph right here, you're going to see as it increases or as time goes by, it is increasing in demand. Now, of course, you see the little drop right here. That's due to COVID, but regardless, more and more people are searching for those kind of toys. So this is like a form of market research you can do. And then you can go in depth and, maybe search for example, this product right here says toddler busy board, right? They're selling it for $114. All I have to do is type it in. Load. So this specific toy or item for the Montessori it's got 3,700 searches a month. So anything above like 1,000 a month is generally good for a product, and therefore you can go ahead and advertise it. And don't forget, this is just in Google search. There are more advanced ways to do it in Facebook. Like if you're going to use Facebook for advertisements, that they have their own tools and stuff. But this is one really good way where you can find out if that product is hot right now or not.
When you're doing your product and marketing research, you kind of want to make it a daily habit.
Definitely.
Like of course you want to set time out of the week to say, hey, I'm going to spend this many hours on this day to do product research or market research, but you kind of want to, other people might hop on Facebook, go like some stuff, comment, see what everybody's doing. You want to make it your habit to, instead of be doing that, you want to be actually looking at the products that are being offered or other people are advertising and whatnot. That way you're kind of taking a bad habit and turning it into like a good business habit in that aspect. I'm inviting a couple more people that I spoke throughout the week.
And for those of you that like to, scroll Facebook or Instagram or even TikTok all the time, throughout your, daily lives, might as well take advantage of, this method of product research. So let's say you're undecisive of what products you want to sell. You can actually, basically look for products at the same time while you're enjoying your free time. So I'm going to go ahead and again share my screen right here. Let me open up a new tab real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go to Facebook. And the only thing you really want to do is scroll through. So of course in general you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but you want to be able to see these sponsored ads that pop up. So this is one specific product that's being advertised right now. And you can, of course, check them out, check out their website and such and figure out what their product is, how much they're selling it for. And you can basically understand who their demographics are by mainly, their text and stuff like that. Or here they're talking about, sleep in general for this product, right? Or maybe it might be in a different way. We're saying, on the sleep, right here they have, if you struggle with sleep, then maybe you need this product, so that's always, you can find out who's targeting, who they're targeting, and
not many people realize this, but one thing to keep in mind about like those types of products, sleeping products. So during the latter half of the year, during the colder seasons, the days are actually shorter, so there's more dark time than there is light time in most places of the world, And you'll notice after this, you'll probably notice it really, that like sleep objects or sleeping apps, things that help people sleep, are actually sold more during the second half of the year than they are in the first half of the year. So that's some
Definitely.
product types or niche to get into for the last 2 quarters of the year.
Yeah, but like I was saying right here, you see, here's another post, right? If you scroll down, every 5 posts is going to be a sponsored ad. Here's another one right here. Scroll down another 5 posts, you're going to find another one right here. Just keep on doing that, and then eventually you just get a habit of screenshotting products, and so that you can maybe test later on down the line. And then when you do find, let's say a product that you're interested in, to go ahead and open up CJ, which is where you can source your products, and go ahead and just search for it. So what was that product, sleep mask, earlier? You can literally just search for that product, and you're gonna find. Well, I guess they didn't have that, but it's tricky as far as keywords and stuff that you want to search for. But go ahead and look for different masks and stuff like that you could use. You can find a bunch of different products on here. But that's what you want to do. You want to screenshot the products, and then later on see if you can find that product to sell it. Another way would be to actually look for, let's say you actually do want to target, sleep masks, right? You can go ahead and actually look at the ads library, which is public to everybody, and go ahead and type in the keyword, say sleep masks. And this is how you find other people that are selling it. So for example, the Sleepathy right here, they're actually a bigger brand, trying to sell this product. And here's Manta Sleep again. They actually got quite a few ads, so they're going strong right now. Here's Sleep Band, Nature Made. And this is one way of actually doing product research and figuring out if the product is working or not. And you can use those ads.
And I just put down into the comments, Mo. I'm going to be giving away a free $20 gift card to one random person who puts a question down into the comments this week.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yep, and it includes comments on this video and on the discussion board for the group page. So I'll probably announce the winner on Friday of this week.
Okay, Friday this week.
Cool. No, I'll do it Friday. I'll announce it in the Facebook group.
Sounds good. All right. Well, I guess we don't need this anymore. Let's stop sharing. I hope that answered your question, Tyler. So the challenge video, Zach, for buying 2 storage units.
Yeah. So
we probably only sold maybe 20% of the stuff. So we bought the first unit for $10, then we bought the second one for $250. And of course, shipping it all the way back. And now, sale and everything. So what we did was some of the stuff we posted online, like for example, the Jordans and stuff like that. But all the rest of the stuff we end up doing.
Don't tell them how much we've made yet.
Yeah, I won't say that yet. That'll be a video. So
you'll have to watch the video.
We end up doing a yard sale for 2 days, and I actually regret doing the yard sale. It's too much work. But especially when I'm an e-commerce guy that sits behind my laptop.
You haven't had to do hard labor like that in 6 or 7 months, right?
Yeah, no, but it doesn't compare to restaurant labor. Okay? It does not. Definitely not. But we'll do definitely.
You forgot what it was like to work hard, didn't you?
Yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely reveal the results on that challenge, probably in our upcoming videos on YouTube. I'll Make Money Today.
We can say that we will after all of it said and done, we got everything sold. We'll make probably over 500% return.
I don't know about that. I hope so, but
We will.
maybe once everything's gone, yeah.
We got a lot of expensive stuff to sell. We're almost there already.
Almost.
But
all right, what was
so
the
where did we stop on how to get started?
product research and market research for your product? So what's next?
So once you find your product, you know what you're selling, or you have the service that you want to sell, a very good thing to do before you get involved in setting everything up is, of course, you have either myself or Mo. You can actually reach out to us, direct message, or on the discussion page. You can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. But linking up and talking with somebody that already has experience will be the most beneficial step that you can take. Because if you go into it blind, you can run into a lot of disasters. There are a lot of problems that you'll come up to, myself included, that will set you back, and you could lose the motivation early. But if you reach out to somebody that's already doing it, or you reach out to somebody in this group, y'all can use the discussion board of this group anytime you have a question. Just post it in the discussion. This week you'll benefit from it. You could win a $20 gift card. But use that discussion board to reach out to people if you have questions. And of course, we stay logged into it. We'll answer any questions. But try to get involved with somebody that can help you. But before or after that, the next step would be, of course, you create your Shopify, and you now have to design your website. Right, so you've done your product research, your market research. You know who you want to target. You know what product you're using, who your supplier is. You've got all that figured out. Now you've got to design the website.
So how would, I mean, in my experience, it takes me maybe 3 to 4 hours to design a website. A regular based website. But if you want to actually do it, make it look like a brand 100%, and do full on graphics design and transparency with the website, and make everything look 100% amazing, maybe like a Nike website or such. And it's probably going to take you a little bit longer. It's going to probably take you like a week to design it. But if you're in the beginning stage and you really don't want to focus on designing your website like crazy, because then you just wasted all your time, and you don't even know if your product's going to even sell. So I would suggest, we use our videos on YouTube. We explain how to do one product stores or niche stores, or how to even design your website 100% for free. We have videos for that. Use those videos to design your website. We walk you through the steps, especially that one product store video. We literally give you guys a template for your website, so it comes out already looking nice. Your homepage, your product page, whatever it may be. So definitely rely on those as far as designing your website. But once you're done designing your website and stuff, you got to make sure you got all the legal pages on your website. And Shopify actually has a default template that you can use for like your privacy policy, your terms of service, return policy, shipping times, and stuff like that. Or you can take it from other websites that are drop shipping, or maybe selling the same product as you, and just tweak them a bit to make sure your legal pages are correct. But like if you want to do like SMS marketing or email marketing, you gotta have specific text in there saying just for legal purposes, because you can't just send somebody a SMS campaign or a message to tell them to buy your product without having any certain legal compliance when they sign up on your website. So just make sure you follow that through. So after the legal pages, what you want to do next is go ahead and set up your payment processor, gateways like Shopify Payments, so people can buy using credit cards or debit cards. And then after that, you want to set up your PayPal account. Your PayPal has to be a business account, and you can convert your personal to a business, or you can just create a separate one. And then go ahead and link that there. And then basically all you have to do next is just your shipping. Make sure you set like a free shipping option, maybe a plus shipping option and such, and start advertising. And that's really what it is. It's not that hard. But the main thing though is when people start an online business, and this happens a lot, okay, even with some of our clients and stuff, initially they are scared to spend money to make money. Okay. So you have to put that aside because you got to understand something. Any business you go into, if you want to start a brick and mortar business, whether that may be a little store or a gas station or a restaurant or whatever it may be, you know, a storage facility, you got to spend at least $20 to $100 to $200,000 just to start that kind of business. And who has the cash?
You don't end up making profits until like
until 5 years
4
later,
or 5
right?
years down the road with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So here is a little bit different. It's mainly what you spend on advertisement is your initial expenses. And, you know, sure, you're going to test a few products. Not your first one's never going to be a winner. Okay. You maybe, especially in the beginning, if you don't have like a mentor or anything like that, it'll take up to maybe 10, 20 products until you find something. But if you have somebody that helps you out, they can probably get it done shorter than that because they understand what product works and what do not. But you know, having that little budget there, let's say you blow $1,000 on advertisement and you don't make anything back. What you got to understand is, let's say once you test that next product after you spend already $1,000 or even $2,000 and that one becomes a winner, well, guess what? Not only do you have all that money back, but you're also doing at least probably $10,000 a month in profit because it's that easy to scale. So you don't want to be scared, you know, when doing a business, and you got to consider a Shopify store a real business and actually focus on it. You got to make sure you have the time for it.
Yeah, it's when you're getting involved, and anybody that sets up as a one of my clients, you will hear me constantly say, I don't care if you've heard it from me a million times already. I will say it a million. When you are getting involved in e-commerce or online businesses, you have to understand that you are running a real business. If you don't plan on doing that, if you plan on running some rinky-dink online business, we don't want to be associated with you. We run real businesses. Any client of ours will run real businesses. You know, friends, family, anybody that we know doing this, we run real businesses. When we teach or give any advice, it is to run a real business. And so when you get started in it, you need to come in with the mindset of, okay, I am starting a business. Just like a brick and mortar business, you know, you buy, you know, a storefront, you have your business licenses and whatever, you're running an actual business. You need to come at the e-commerce business with the same mindset, the same attitude, the same thinking of, okay, I'm starting a business, all right? Because in the end, if you want to make real money, you have to run a real business.
Definitely. I mean, the people might think, oh, I'm not spending $20,000 or I'm not spending $100,000, so why do I need to put that much effort into it? When in the reality is,
Right.
you know, it doesn't matter how much money you put in there. It's the same focus, you know.
So you're not
gym membership. When people pay for a gym
right.
membership,
So you're not spending $50,000 to $100,000 up front. You end up spending $50,000 to $100,000 over 3 months, right? Because as you build and scale that store, you're increasing your cash flow into your business for advertisements and product costs and whatnot. So it's a cash flow. So you end up spending that $50,000 to $100,000 over a course of time, rather than like a brick and mortar business putting it all up front, right? So it's kind of a safer way to start the business, because you're extending that time period where you're spending that money, and you know within your first couple of days or weeks whether that business is going to work or not, and you can shut it down, right? So it's like a safer way to get involved, but the risk is less and the reward is higher.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I think the last step that we were at was, of course, we talked about running ads, right? So I think we should get into how to scale efficiently, effectively.
Yeah, so first off, as far as running ads, you can use Facebook ads, TikTok, Snapchat, Google ads, whatever it may be, Bing ads. It doesn't matter what the platform you use. What matters at the end of the day is actually managing those ads to not only scale it profitably and effectively, but you got to be able to read the metrics. So let's say I'm selling, we're going to go back to like the toy, okay, the Montessori toy product, okay? If I sell this
Real quick,
product,
I'm sorry to interrupt. For those of you that didn't hear already, if you post a question in the comments or on the discussion board, I am giving away a $20 gift card to a random selected person that I will announce on the discussion board on Friday. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and drop any questions that you have about the e-commerce or whatever stage you're in this video or on the discussion board, and we will answer it right here.
so once again, the most important thing is actually measuring those metrics. So let's say I'm selling, that toy product, okay? And I'm selling it for, let's say, $30, right? And I'm getting it from my supplier and shipped to my customer for $10. That means I have a $20 margin, right? But within that $20 margin, I got to incorporate advertisement costs. I also got to incorporate credit card fees. So you want to be able to do a break-even analysis and figure out how much are you willing to spend on advertisement to get one purchase or one customer to buy something from you. And once you understand, okay, well, I have $20 to spend. Well, that just means that you need to make sure and watch your ads so they don't spend more than $20. It's plain and simple. But you want to let it run for a 3-day period to understand what is profitable and what is not profitable. You can't just go and kill it right away because you don't know, it has to spend enough money. So this is just an example on Facebook ads. If I see it run for a 3-day period on a $10 a day ad set, that means that's 3 days it's going to spend, right? That's $30. And if it doesn't make a purchase after spending $30, well then guess what? We're no longer going to use that targeting. But instead we'll focus on one that has got a purchase, that has spent $30 and got maybe one purchase or two purchases. And therefore your cost per purchase would be maybe $30 or $15 in that, So you just basically got to manage who you're targeting. And it does take a little bit of testing. But once you find out and you know exactly who you're supposed to target, this is why we say you're supposed to do your product research beforehand. A lot of people, when they start out, they don't do any product research. They just go directly into testing. I mean, that's kind of a way to go about, spend money to figure out who's the right target. It is one way.
It takes longer.
It
a lot
takes longer.
more money to do that.
Yeah, it definitely does. Especially when you're starting a brand completely from scratch. You got to spend a lot of money to make it work, But if you're selling a product that's already being sold right now, basically your chances of success are better because people have already seen a similar advertisement or a similar product.
No, that's a good question there.
What is a product you worked with and it failed and why? Well, there's plenty of products. Here, let me actually go get one of them. 1 second.
Sorry, guys. All right.
So yeah, actually, I got two products that failed. I'll show you, and we'll give you reasons why. Okay. So the first one is this. I don't know if you can see it. It's a shower head. So it was mainly used for TikTok ads, and it was a failure, to be honest. And the reason why is because it was, let's just say everybody was selling these at the time. Okay. You could say it was saturated. Now, I did not test them on Facebook ads. I was trying out TikTok ads at the time. If I probably tried on Facebook, maybe I would have saw different results. But it was mainly because I was still testing TikTok ads at that period of time. We're selling this product for, I believe, $30, and it cost us like $9 or something. But yeah. And I have another
I had
product.
we had a product. It was actually the first product that I tried to sell. It was these bands that were used for boxing. It was a little bit of a higher ticket product. I think we were selling it for $79 or something like that, and I didn't sell one. Now, was it the product or was it because I didn't do the proper marketing research? Probably I didn't do the research right. I didn't know who my target was. I didn't know much about the product. I just kind of tried to jump into it, and it failed. I spent maybe 5 days trying to advertise for that one. Spent about $150 to $200. Zero sales on that. So you definitely that there's a lot of importance in doing the proper product and market research before you start selling to make sure you've got that winning product.
Definitely. So here's actually the second one that probably didn't work. Can you see this one clearly?
Visual ear pick.
Yeah. So basically, if you guys have probably seen it online, it's where you stick it in your ear. You can see all the earwax and properly clean it out, and you can see it on your computer or your phone or whatnot. But we actually tried advertising this one, and it was working for a period of time. It was working. But what you got to understand is things don't always work how you want it to. The reason why this one got shut down was because of Facebook. But if it wasn't for Facebook, we would have probably continued the product. But yeah, I mean, they had great margins and everything. It's just Facebook doesn't like certain products for a reason, you know. They don't like showing skin. They don't like showing, you know, anything has to do with the body or anything. So if you do like an amazing video advertisement for that in use, they won't like it. Even though, and the reason why they don't like it is because it attracts too many people away from Facebook. That's the main reason. But that's definitely a good question, Noah. I mean, no matter what product you test, you're gonna find times where they fail. You know, they might work for a period of time, or they might be long term. It just really depends on
right. And one thing that we mentioned a lot in our on our YouTube channel, which is Make Money Today, by the way. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, it's Make Money Today. We've got a lot of really great videos coming up that we are going to be posting over the next couple weeks, so check that out. But one thing that we continue to say is don't get attached to a product. So if you got something that you want to sell, that's fine. You can test it, but if it's not making money, you do not want to get attached to that product because you can end up losing thousands of dollars in advertising. I mean, I've done it. I've been attached to a website before that I really wanted to work. I was like, oh, if this would just work, you know, I could make this much money out of it. And it didn't work, and it cost me almost $2,000 just trying to force that website to work. So don't try to force something to work. If you have a website or product that's not working, you have to learn to unattach yourself from it and move on. That's as simple as that.
The rule of thumb: test for 3 days, $50 a day. So you're spending $150. If it doesn't work after that, or it doesn't show any kind of promise at all, don't waste your time with it. Unless it's like a higher ticket product or something. Yeah, don't waste your time on stuff that's not going to perform. But also on the point of understanding on what performs and what's the reason behind a product not working is really understanding your metrics. So if you look at your metrics when you're advertising and you find like not that many people are actually clicking on your video, or not many people are watching your video, then that might be the video. The issue might be the video. But at the same time, if they're clicking on your video and they're going to your website, but they're not buying, and you're beneath a certain percentage of, let's say, add to carts or initiate checkouts or whatever it may be, like generally you want to be like 10% of your people that are visiting your website are adding it to cart. 7% are checking out, 4 to 6% are purchasing. If you're not getting those kind of rates like on Facebook and stuff, that means that something's wrong with your website, because people are going to your website, right? That means you're getting traction. But on the other hand, if you're not getting people to come to your website as much as you would expect, and it's costing you more than $1 or $1.50, depending on the product, per click on Facebook, then you know that it's your creative's problem. It's your video advertisement. Change up your video, find a different way to advertise it. Try a picture ad, try, a different thumbnail, try a different copy, which is, the description of what your product is about. Try different things. That's the way you want to go. It's all about the experience.
You got a long night ahead of you?
I do. I'll probably be up to like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Got a Red Bull going.
Yeah, this is the 20 ounce too, a big one.
Oh man, that's not sugar free.
I got a long night. I'll be all right.
All right, no, you got another question out there. What are the differences in advertising TikTok and Facebook? So really good question. Of course, TikTok is still big right now, and when it comes to advertising, TikTok is still, even though it's been going for several months strong, it's still brand new to advertising. So it has a lot of growth, and I think, in my opinion, I think that the ad platform on TikTok will continue to get more efficient, right? But the difference, so Mo has spent more on advertising on TikTok than I have, but I know, so on Facebook, your ads need to be more professional looking. They should focus on what the product is, how the product works, and look just appealing to the people that are scrolling on their feed. Whereas on TikTok, you'll constantly hear say UGC, which is user generated content. So when you're advertising on TikTok, you want something like a video review, like somebody's like, oh, an unboxing, right? They just got the package, they're opening it, like, oh, I just bought this. You showed the ear pick. I just bought this new camera ear pick that I stick in my ear. Maybe it's a video of them actually going through the ear. Those user generated ads are very, very powerful on TikTok, and it's even to the point where it almost helps you for the ad to look unprofessional, right? The another thing about TikTok is, unlike Facebook, TikTok, the way that the algorithm works makes it really easy to not even spend money advertising. You can actually create a TikTok under your business name and make content. It of course has to be good content. You've got to actually put time into it to make it look like it's real UGC content, and you can actually put it out there. And TikTok, if it's good and people react to it, comment, like, whatnot, it's a great product. It'll be put out into the algorithm, and you can generate sales from that product. We actually created a video on this, which was our starting drop shipping with $0 on YouTube. But you can make sales without spending any money on TikTok. What else have you got on that, Mo?
So I mean, I definitely spent a lot of money on TikTok and blew a lot of money, to be honest. But TikTok does work, and when it works, it's a lot cheaper than Facebook. Okay, your CPMs, which is basically for every 1,000 people that you reach, like generally on Facebook, it'd be around $20. On TikTok, it'd be like $5. So it's a lot cheaper on TikTok. That means your cost per purchase is going to be cheaper. Your cost per click is going to be cheaper. But like Zach mentioned, UGC is the way to go. And if you don't know how to create content for that, I'm not a creator, right? So I can't create content for that. But instead, what I'll do is I'll use bits and pieces of other videos that are currently working, or I'm just a lazy one that's just going to go buy or going to have somebody do it for me, I'm just going to have somebody make a video for me. I'll send them the product and say, hey, can you make this video for me? I'll pay them $50 and, you know, and I'll have a video creative that I can use. This way.
And if you want to know who we use for those creatives, we actually have somebody that we use whenever we need creatives for a product. If you want to know who it is, drop a comment down below that says creatives, and we'll direct message you who we use for that.
Yeah. But you got to have a lot of creatives for TikTok, because unlike Facebook, where you can use a certain creative or advertisement for months and months at a time, on TikTok you might only be able to use them for a couple weeks. And so once that one, you know, creative dies out, you got to throw another creative in there to keep it running, you know. So there's so while you're spending a lot of money to advertise on Facebook, you're spending less on TikTok, but you're spending more on creatives. Or if you're doing it yourself, maybe less money then. But if on my case, I spend more money on creatives, ends up being around the same price. TikTok's still a little bit cheaper than Facebook on advertisement, but you get more people to visit your website using TikTok. And when a lot of people visit your website, lots of people are going to go ahead and share your website to other people or recommend it and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend TikTok right now. I definitely do. But another thing you want to focus on for TikTok is you can't really target older demographics. So for people who don't use TikTok, would generally be people, you know, maybe 40 and older, right? They don't use TikTok as much. Now, maybe later on down the line, maybe 2-3 months, maybe a year, you know, it'll be different. But right now, for like, let's say my main brand, right? Everyone knows my main brand, it's Total Harness. The demographics for that is 40 and plus, you know? I don't know why, but it just, out of all the amount of money that I spent on Total Harness, 40 years old and older is what works, right? So it doesn't work on TikTok, but it works amazingly on Facebook. And, you know, the scaling potential on Facebook is amazing, while I tried and I spent a few grand on it on TikTok, and it was horrible, you know? So you just got to understand what products work for TikTok and what do not. But TikTok is definitely something you guys got to test out.
And if you're a creative person and you enjoy making content, yeah, TikTok is the way to go. Like me, myself, I'm 100%, you know, I want to order my product, make my own creatives. Basically every product that I've sold, I've ordered myself so that I can do that just because I'm more of a creative kind of mind, and I want originality in my creatives. Then if that's you, then TikTok definitely 100% the way to go. Or if you are willing to pay somebody to create the creatives for you, TikTok is the way to go. Now Facebook, don't get me wrong, Facebook, if you use Facebook correctly, I think I swallowed a gnat. I think a gnat just flew in my mouth. But no, if you use Facebook correctly, I need some Red Bull. And you follow their policies. Before you start advertising with Facebook, read their policies. It's like a page long. It's not very long, but read every word. And if you follow those policies to a T, you will have no issues with Facebook. And
Zuckerberg.
So anytime I've had issue with Facebook, it's aggravating and it's really annoying. But at the end of the day, even though it's very touchy and it's very hard to follow the policies, it's always been something that I did. But if you can do that, Facebook is a very good ads platform, and it has built, because it's been active in advertising for so many years, it has built a very strong set of algorithms that help you to target people directly for your marketing. So if you do the product and marketing research properly, you know who you are targeting, your ads can be very, very efficient. Now, TikTok will bring a lot of people to your website, and then it's your website's job to convert, but the algorithm has not been set up yet to target specifically the people that you want on your website. Whereas Facebook might bring less people to you, but those people are in your niche and they are already looking for your product.
Definitely.
So Facebook can be very efficient.
We should probably start calling Facebook Meta from now on, right? By the way, guys, we have a video.
Oh yeah, that's right, Meta.
So the video tomorrow is actually going to
be.
Yeah,
we will be doing a video tomorrow on the metaverse and how you can make money with it. I don't know if you guys saw Facebook changing their name to Meta and making the metaverse their number one priority. I'm passionate about that. I'm super stoked about that. You guys are probably going to get tired of hearing me talk about virtual reality. I've got some really big plans when it comes to online businesses inside the metaverse. So yeah, check out our video on that tomorrow on Make Money Today. Man, that hour flew by.
Zach, did you hear that they changed the Oculus Quest to Meta Quest 2? They're going to change it. They're rebranding.
I did not.
Yeah, that just came out.
Yeah, he said in the video that it was no longer going to be Oculus.
Yeah, it's going to be Meta.
Cool. That's really cool. If you guys haven't tried that out, what is it? Meta 2? Meta Quest 2?
Meta Quest 2, it's going to be.
Meta Quest 2, yeah. If you haven't tried out, or right now it's called Oculus. If you haven't tried out that headset, I mean, it is crazy. Right now, whenever I do most of my work, I'll put on the Oculus, which is virtual reality headset, and I will work inside of a cafe with like 4 or 5 monitors in front of me, so that I can be working with my suppliers here, website development here, checking out, maybe editing some videos for YouTube and stuff over here. And it's all right there in front of me. It's a beautiful display. Definitely recommend it. Matter of fact, in our video that we'll post tomorrow at 2 p.m. about the metaverse, I'll put a link in the description where you can find a headset. It'll take you directly to it. So guys, if you have any other questions, of course, even if you're not watching this live, put the question down in the comment or put the question in the discussion board. By Friday, I will pick a random person that has commented in this video or on the discussion board. So you still have until Friday if you didn't ask a question yet. On the discussion board, I'll pick a random person to win a $20 gift card. Other than that, we might be able, if you can put a question in right now, we might be able to get to it. Thank y'all for watching our live. And you got anything else you need to put out there?
No, I mean,
it's cold, man. It's now 40. I'm sitting out here in 48 degrees. I can't feel my hands.
Yeah.
By the way, those that didn't see, I'm up here in I'm up in Virginia right now, on vacation. Took some time out. I enjoy doing these lives. These lives are like the highlight of my week. I like getting together with y'all. But yeah, well, no other questions. You guys have a wonderful night.
And
I'll announce the winner on the discussion board on Friday. I'll tag them in it. But y'all have a good night.
All right, thank you guys.
All right.